Hello everyone, welcome back to Bald and Board Games. I'm Bald.
I'm bored.
We have an unboxing for you of a new game, Brink by Ivy Studios.
Yeah, it's their newest game. Just came in this week. We have Moonrakers, we have Moon Rollers. We played them both, we love them both.
Fractured Sky as well.
Fractured Sky, that's right, Fractured Sky.
Yep.
Their cells are great.
The one we never got that we don't have is it's the one with the gods. Something Fate, Sealed Fate. No. I'm sorry guys, I am completely butchering it. Yeah, so we don't have that one. We have a version of that one actually two versions I think. So we have the 2-player version of that one, which is coming that I got. And then there's a card game version that they ended up doing as well that's coming. That looks right up our alley. But then we also have Tend coming as well, which is a roll and build, kind of like a roll and write sort of thing.
Yeah.
It has like scratch offs, you're scratching off things for it and whatnot, which can be fun. So take it to your lottery days, which are now.
No, I don't really play lottery tickets anymore.
No?
Barely.
Oh, you stopped? Okay. You used to like always come over with.
On a rare occasion. But like,
Anyway, but we're here for Brink.
Yeah.
So, no idea exactly what Brink is other than it's in this kind of Moonrakers kind of universe. We'll flip the board over here and we'll show you some pictures of the back.
Box.
We'll flip the box over here that's made up of multiple boards. So, see here the diagram there and
Yep. Boop.
we have kind of the general game setup. So the setting, the Moonrakers are on the brink. Having shaken off the utopian alliance, they now face a struggle for independence and identity. As factions form and alliances shift, they turn outward, exploring unknown territories to gain resources, influence, and power. But these fragile alliances won't last, and soon, someone must rise to lead, or they will fall.
Yeah, the gameplay overview. Brink is a worker placement, trading, and hidden voter game that brings the world of Moonrakers to a new genre. It combines strategy and planning of worker placement with a game of diplomacy, trading, and exploration.
And so it goes over here. Deploy your fleet, wield influence, perform actions, control the council. So each turn you'll place one of your 3 ships. Each placement is an opportunity to explore more of the galaxy, gain faction power, and gather more influence cubes. Then wield influence, whether it's upgrading your ship, hiring ambassadors, or swaying votes. Managing your influence cubes for the greatest effect is the surest path to victory. And you're going to perform actions on your turn. You'll perform actions on the tiles next to your ship. Hire ambassadors, gain action cards, upgrade a ship, or even change the rules with riders. And control the council. At the end of each round, players will vote on which factions will score points, which is then multiplied by the amount of power each player has in that faction's color. So there's a common theme between all Ivy Studio games, and it's this community aspect of play, this bartering, negotiating sort of thing. That is in every single one of Ivy Studios games, except for Fractured Sky. There's no bartering in Fractured Sky.
That's the bluff.
With that one, there's a hidden information. So it's this kind of hidden information, very social deduction style game is what they lean into for all of their games. All right, so before
it also comes with a comic, which is fun.
It is. So does Moonrakers. Moonrakers came with a comic as well. It's cool. So Brink, we have a little just pin here. Is in front of me.
No, I won't be able to let you open the bag.
Got it. Boop. So just a nice little pin. It's just that little Brink symbol. Nothing fancy. It's good.
Nice. Could be a first player marker or something.
I think it's just a fun like pin to put on your things. But,
Yeah.
yeah, so we'll put that over there. And on to the Brink. All right. So up first there, what's that? Is that the
So this is the rule book. So we'll cover that in our next video, which will be live tomorrow, which is our rule book rundown.
We have
There's the
Knife's
comic.
Edge. So simple comic. No idea what the story is there, so I think it being at the Knife's Edge. So it's always fun. They said they had one that came with Moonrakers as well. Simple art, you know, nothing overly fancy. Cool. Nice little touch.
Yeah, and then we have a bunch of punch boards.
Woohoo! So I believe these holographic ones were, I figured they were stretch goals or additions that got added on. I do not remember, but oh, that's cool looking.
So we have 4 of them here. We have the Convergence Void, the Sap Farm, Celestial Zone, and Stray Post. I do like how very clearly I'm assuming resources
That's
or
fair.
some other thing here is very clearly stated at the top. Cost, probably. So, yeah, super nice. Has the Brink symbol on the back. We have
Cool.
4 of those.
Here we have, I assume these are for each player, because there's a set of 5. So these look like they correlate to different resources as well. I assume this will probably sit in our dashboard for where the resources go. So we'll punch those out in a moment.
Here we have those typical little sleeves for that hidden information. So that's in front of your board,
Yep.
protecting everything. Fractured Sky has something very similar to this. So we'll open those in a moment.
Here, this is clearly the board. Looks great. We'll open that once we get everything out of the box for you so you can see the full board. So we'll put that off to the side. We're just going to take everything out of the box and just put it all off to the side for you. Here we have a bag. I assume there's going to be a random assortment of cubes that come out, so probably all going to go into this bag to start. But simple. Nice bag, nice drawstring with the symbol for Brink.
Yeah, then we have a bunch more of the tiles here for...
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
We can punch these out. Why not?
Yeah, there we go. So these are a bunch of the different location tiles, looks like.
All holographic, actually.
That is one piece.
Oh, nice. That must be like the starting section.
Yeah, because it shows each of the resources. So, and then these are all the purple. Those are all the orange, maybe. I think. Oh, you might mix. I don't know.
No, this is all from one thing.
Interesting. Yeah. So you got a bunch of options here. So yeah, it looks like probably these will all be shuffled up, maybe. But these are the starting because it shows each symbol once, each color scheme once. That's a solid little thing.
Yes, I believe those first 4 were either an add-on or they were
That makes sense.
something of that sort because they're special. They're specifically separated. It
We'll
looks
find
like
out in the rules.
Yeah, but everything has that nice holographic tint to it, which is something I think definitely reaches out to the nostalgia side of ourselves from getting like the holographic Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards back in the day. But it gives it that like that deluxe sort of feel, which is cool. All right, let's get these off to the side here. Next.
Slide this back into view. We have a lot of the player trays.
Oh yes, that's definitely where those markers will go.
Yep. So you got those. We have. It looks like here we go. So I like how they set this up. So each player color. So yellow, purple, green, blue, and orange. Nope. Green, blue, yellow, purple, green, and blue. There's only 4. Maybe there's not.
So there's one more.
Nope.
Maybe.
We'll get to that in a second. So we have the player trays for everybody here. Pretty simple. So you have this little card here that looks like you're going to be placing different points in. It looks like you're actually working your way up a track,
It looks like
which is kind of cool.
I think that's an upgrade track, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it looks like, because the point, so you go here, and there's a little arrow that says, hey, you get this little marker. You go there, you get this marker. So it looks like, yeah, you get different upgrades. If you get to the 6, it looks like you get 15 bonus points. So that's super nice. That just slides right in there. Underneath, you have your different parts that you're going to be using, different resources. You have this tray, which sits in very nicely in the middle,
You know what
and
they
then
did?
everything else.
And so then
across.
these go on to the tray right in here. And you know what's kind of nice about what they did here? To make sure that it's in the proper order. It's very subtle, but on these tiles it says yellow's here, blue's there, green's here, yellow's there,
nice.
orange, blah blah blah. So that way it's foolproof. Make sure they're in there. They fit nice and snug, so they're definitely not popping out. That's for sure. Don't bend the tray.
Yeah, so yeah, I like how that fits in. So yeah, so blue and orange on the outskirts. Boom, boom. And then these go boom, boom, right in the middle. Oh, I broke the tray. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'd be so pissed.
Instant breakage.
Of his femur.
All right. So yeah, so these are the player trays. We'll be filling all of these before the rulebook rundown. So when we start the rulebook rundown, you'll see everything that goes into these player trays. Which it looks like there's a lot of stuff that can fit into these trays.
There's an extra set of these. So I'm curious where those end up going.
Maybe an AI set? I don't know.
Maybe,
We'll find out here in a moment.
Yeah.
So back to the box, we have a little insert divider. Toss that down here. And an orange. That's crazy. I called orange knowing the
Nice.
color schemes
Yep.
from the Moonrakers. There we go. We'll give you that. And then here at the bottom, we'll come back to this box off to the side here in a second. So we have a deck of cards. We'll come back to that. So you have, oh, I love this.
Nice.
We have dividers
Smart.
here. You have more decks of cards underneath and little things here. So it looks like you have resource set up there. You put these back on top. They fit in. There we go. Very nicely.
Very cool.
It tells you little symbols of what goes in there. You have this large thing, which will probably be for a bunch of the player tray stack up that we just saw.
I'm predicting a 5 out of 5 for storage.
You have this, which has all of the shapes on it for whatever cards are going out. So if it's Moonraker style, there's cards that sit into each of these out as the player board. So they just lay out very nicely. So all of that's just sitting in there.
Cool.
Well, you.
All right. From here.
He's ready.
Whew. Just tape down. It is tape down. Okay. Get this little tape off here. Watch me struggle. Here we are. One piece of tape. One piece of tape. You want it here too? You want it here too? Oh, do that. So over here. And tape off. Go. All right. So we have our resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different resources. Interesting. Okay. Clearly this is for all the hex tiles. Have yours over there?
These are the base ones.
We can throw the
Was it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. They did their job.
Yep. So everything fits in here, expansion and all, which is good. They did the fun, like, painted pieces like they did beforehand for Fractured Skies. So as you can see here, these all have like a white, slight white painted edge to them, which is really cool looking. And then these get out of here. Ooh. Right there. So the orange here, it looks like these will sit right there like that. So as you upgrade them, let me get the rest dumped out here. So as you upgrade these, oh, it's got like a sword? That's sick. Look at this shit. Just sits there like that.
Nice.
So all your upgrades during gameplay will sit here, looks like, until you manage to get that upgrade. Where's the last one? There you are. Right there, just like that. Great design. It looks like they all go right down here in some way. Where'd the sword? I don't know where the sword would go. Looks like there's 2 swords. There are 2 swords. Nice. And then for our little turrets. Boom. Cool. All right, and then there are more pieces here. These are the little ships and stuff you'll be using throughout the game. So you have this circular ship, this triangle one, and that guy's there. These are all cool looking. They all have it like that painted thing to them as well. They all fit right in their own spot. That goes on top to keep them there. Absolutely phenomenal. There is this guy. I wonder what this guy's for. Very interesting. Must be for the red guy?
Interesting.
I guess. I don't know what the red guy is for in the game, but it has some purpose. So it has like a stand
Oh, I'm gonna pull a stick.
and this red mini here. Very cool. All right, let's get the rest of these put in their spots while Steve continues to go through the cards there.
Okay. All right. We'll flip over the cards while he's
Go for it.
placing some stuff. So over here we got a bunch of decks of cards. So as you can see here, we have 4 action decks. Each of these action decks are different color schemes. So blue, orange, green, and yellow. 13 cards in each, so 52 card deck. And then here, this came in a separate thing. So it looks like we just have one add-on for each deck from one of the expansion thing. I'm not going to add them in yet because we don't know exactly how they get shuffled in for the expansion yet. So put those there. And then there's also a purple add-on. Initially, I thought we were missing a deck because I was like, oh, wait, why do I have a purple add-on, no purple deck? That's not the case. There's only supposed to be 52 cards up there. So we have those. Over here, we have a deck of riders. So these are different requirement things here that you'll get as the game progresses. And then there's an add-on of 5 riders. So very fun that you get that extra bonus. So either a stretch goal or an add-on. Don't know how it came, but you get some more cards to work with. On top of that, I'll slide all this up so you can see it. We have rival cards. So there's 4 cards here. So it says reveal 1 rival card at the beginning of every round. So different things require you to play these rival cards. So there's a deck of those. We have ambassador cards broken up by the different colors. So similar to Moonrakers, where you're gaining those individuals that help you out, we have the ambassadors. And each ambassador gives you a bonus effect. It shows the cost and whatnot. And those they have the variety of the different color schemes. So blue, orange, green, purple, and yellow, each benefiting those types of resources or gameplay styles. We have the 5 additional ambassadors here. Similar, again, expansion add-on, so 1 additional ambassador of each color, which will get added in. And then you have your little player aids. So here, look at the blue color. It says on your turn, goes over your turn structure, goes over the hex actions that you have on the different hexes. On the back, it shows you how to do the voting, and then the icons. Very clear. It has that little fun holographic on one side, not on the other. That's fun, but very clear. Another fun thing, which I didn't know this game had, is each faction has its own objective. So the blue player has the blue faction, Comac faction objective, which I don't know if it's supposed to be hidden or not, so we're not going to look at them. But you have that faction's objective. So each one has, and it looks like the turnstile is the exact same. So exactly what you're doing on your turn remains the same. On the back, the voting is the exact same, and so is all the iconography. So it's just whatever that objective is that changes.
Cool.
So going back to the main view, so you can see we have all these things. Again, prior to the rulebook rundown, which is our next video you'll see here on Tuesday, we'll go through and make sure all these trays are ready. But yeah, so we just have a bunch of fun components. We don't know what any of this does yet.
Yeah.
But we've played Moon Rollers, so we kind of have an idea.
We do.
So, do we want to...
Interesting, yeah. To the main board?
Yeah, last piece of the puzzle here.
Looks like it also, so it came with these additional pieces and parts here. I'm not sure exactly where these will end up going. They may have a spot for them somewhere, but they don't go in the tray for the individual characters. They're not part of the individual characters' items, so I guess we'll find out.
Do they fit, right? 1, 2, and 3?
Possibly. I mean, this may go there. This goes there, but this is just a little guy.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
66% of the time, it works every time.
We shall figure that out afterwards.
Oh, you know what goes in that last one? The last piece we haven't opened yet.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Jesus, that's a big boy. Now we see the first player marker has the Brink symbol, I assume.
Hey!
There we
Look
are.
at that. Got it right.
There we are.
All right, so let's bring out the fun player board. What colors do we have here? All the colors I don't care about.
Purple's
So we
over.
don't need, yeah, we'll do that later.
Yeah, we're good.
Boop.
What here? All right. Brink-a-dink-a-dink. All right, single-sided, which means no matter how many players, you're playing with the same side.
Nope.
Which is handy.
Oh, never mind. That was the unfold.
It's on my
I'm like,
board.
wait. It was like, as you rolled, I'm like,
That board. Or the box. Here.
Right.
Yeah. There we are. So yeah, so definitely. I don't like that. Put that down. Pull a corner.
Wasn't
there.
me.
Nope. Just a manufacturing anomaly. So I'll just get some super glue and just push that corner down. But it looks like that main section goes right there. Over there.
Yeah, so
Sticks it nicely, which is good.
very clear game board. You have that normal track around the outside for your victory points.
Mm-hmm.
On the top, you have the different sections. So these cards most likely
Trade agreements,
will
fusion drive
fit
development.
into these different sections there. You have the little small cards here, those action cards, which might go there. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we have no
Which
idea.
one goes there?
Action cards shows here. Rider cards are
So, yeah,
there.
which are those stacks? That makes sense. So you just have the decks of cards. Oh, actually, these cards probably... Here's the rival cards where it says to flip 1 per turn. Those probably fit right there.
Point
Oh,
track.
ambassadors right there. So yeah, so everything Nicely laid out. Very clear writing up there.
Faction vote. Wild note.
That's where you're going to place your voting tiles out, probably.
And -2 votes is the X. So these things. So those
And they
probably
probably all go in the bag and you draw them out of the bag, similar to a hegemony.
something, yeah.
I'm assuming that would make the most sense.
Possibly.
All right.
Cool. Draw 1 rider card, play 1 rider card, recruit an ambassador, take an upgrade action. Draw
Which that's
2.
what this symbology is for. Like if you go to these locations, you get to do.
So down there it has the reference. Nice. Over here we got the council vote, prestige place, vote track. Interesting.
Who votes in, and then end game who get. So this marker, this little diamond marker with a number in it, that would be your VP. So very clearly stated. Okay, you get this many VP for doing this.
Looks like when you get this, immediately place 2 X's on all UA sectors. Here, spend 3 of the yellow to move any 1 valid location. The shield lattice gives +1 power to the hex it occupies. Oh, so the shield lattice must be that green thing we put in the box there.
And that goes out somewhere somehow.
Yep. The LA or UA flagship gives -1 power to the hex it occupies. So that's the ship. Sorday's power can be used as 1 faction or power. So there's those ones you
So yeah, because you
place
gotta
out.
like discover each of these. So this is Sorelia. So as soon as that's discovered, then you get that ability.
Cool. Very cool.
All right. So yeah, we'll be. What?
Where's the rulebook? We're gonna do a rulebook right now, but I just want to flip through so they can see. So then we have our rulebook here. So very Moonrakers-esque, very like the same style, color-wise, font, all that. Okay, yep, that's a good diagram for components where they're going. So the reds go somewhere else. Cool. Nice. So there's sectors in that. I don't know. Very fun.
Oh, there's a Nick page.
Hey, that's for me right there. How to put it all. Oh, the X's go there. Okay. Does it tell me where the additional? Right there. It looks like.
Yep, because it's small enough to fit in.
Yeah, I'm curious right now. As I go there, what that little piece.
You'll find out shortly. Don't ruin the surprise.
Well, no, I want to see what the name of it is.
You know what it's going to be? I was
Fusion-
going to say it's going to be in the component list.
It's a fusion drive. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So that may slot into one of the your pieces then. So I was wondering.
All right.
Coolio. All right, everyone. We got the box over there. Woo! And that was an unboxing of Brink by Ivy Studios. We'll be doing a rulebook rundown next, so stay tuned for that tomorrow.
Yeah, and we'll be getting a playthrough of this most likely in August as part of our grab bag.
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be coming in a few weeks here. Stay tuned for that playthrough, and then obviously a review video following.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us here at Bald and Board Games. I'm Bald.
On board.
We'll see you on the Brink.